The Alcatraz escape of June 1962 remains one of the most fascinating prison break stories in American history. It involved Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers, John and Clarence Anglin, who meticulously planned and executed an escape from the infamous Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary, a prison once considered inescapable. Alcatraz, located on an island in the San Francisco Bay, was a high-security prison that housed some of the most dangerous criminals in the U.S., including Al Capone and Robert Stroud, the Birdman of Alcatraz. The prison was known for its harsh conditions, strict rules, and the treacherous waters surrounding it, making escape seem impossible. The escape was led by Frank Morris, an intelligent career criminal with an exceptionally high IQ. The plan required months of preparation, ingenuity, and teamwork. The mastermind of the escape, highly intelligent and experienced in prison breaks. John Anglin and Clarence Anglin, brothers from Florida, skilled swimmers and bank robbers. Alan West, an inmate who was supposed to escape with them but failed at the last minute. The prisoners noticed that the ventilation ducts in their cells had deteriorated over time due to the island's salty air. They used spoons, metal tools, and a homemade drill, made from a vacuum cleaner motor, to gradually widen the holes behind their cell vents. Each night, they chiseled away at the vent openings. They covered their work with paint, cardboard, and fake vents to avoid detection. Behind the vent, there was an unguarded utility corridor that led to a hidden area above the cell block. Once they broke through their cells, they set up a secret workshop in an unguarded top-level area of the cell block. They built a makeshift raft and life vests out of 50-plus stolen raincoats and contact cement they acquired from the prison. They also crafted dummy heads using soap, toilet paper, real human hair from the barber shop, and paint. These heads were left in their beds to fool the guards during the escape. The escape night. Late night to early morning of June 12, 1962, they placed the dummy heads in their beds to make it appear as if they were sleeping. One by one, they squeezed through their tunnel openings into the utility corridor. They climbed to the top of the cell block, used pipes to access the roof, and made their way to the outside perimeter. They scaled a 15-foot barbed wire fence and sneaked to the northern shoreline of the island. Once there, they inflated their makeshift raft and set off into the dark, freezing waters of the San Francisco Bay. However, Alan West was left behind because he couldn't remove his vent in time. By the time he got it loose, the others had already left. The next morning, guards found the dummy heads still in their beds. A massive FBI, Coast Guard, and local police search began immediately. No bodies were ever found, leading to speculation about whether they survived. A paddle and parts of the raincoat raft were discovered near Angel Island, about 2 miles from Alcatraz. Some of their belongings, including a wallet with photos, were found washed up on the shore. The official government stance was that the men likely drowned in the cold, rough waters. Hypothermia and strong currents would have made swimming very difficult. Many believe the men escaped successfully and disappeared. A 2013 letter allegedly from John Anglin claimed they survived and lived in South America. The Anglin family said they received mysterious Christmas cards with the brothers' handwriting for years after the escape. The FBI closed its case in 1979, but the U.S. Marshals Service still considers the case open. In 2018, age-progressed photos were released showing how the Anglin brothers might look if they were alive today. No conclusive evidence ever proved their survival or confirmed their deaths. Legacy of the escape. The 1962 Alcatraz escape is one of the greatest prison breaks in history. It inspired books, movies, like Escape from Alcatraz starring Clint Eastwood, and endless debates. Whether they drowned or succeeded in their daring getaway remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the 20th century.